I remember I used to joke with the Trützschler people that give me a machine which I can put at home in my drawing room because I like their engineering and aesthetics so much that I used to tell I want to put one at home. I started my career in 1982 when I passed out of college. Then I joined a textile company in Mumbai by the name of C. Raman as a shop floor assistant. That is where I got my inspiration to come into textile business. After that, a year and a half back home, I belong to a trading family, and I decided to set up a greenfield spinning project for which I bought 800 second-hand worsted spindles to manufacture acrylic. I started with a capacity of 200 tons per year. With my meager resources and from over the course of last 4 decades, I was able to build this company, which I am very proud to say today, we are one of the largest synthetic spinners in the country with a capacity of about 30,000 tons per annum.
In airjet spinning, we have 88 spinning machines, which translates to about 1 lakh spindles of ring spinning in terms of production. And besides this, we also have 17,500 spindles of ring spinning. On these two systems, we are doing 100% polyester yarns, both raw white as well as for the fancy segment. We are doing quite a good volume for the fancy segment as well, which helps us in maintaining good EBITDAs. On these two systems, we are doing about 80 tons of yarn per day, which we are selling both in the local as well as export market. We are exporting mainly to the US, South America and European market.
Year 2020 was a big challenge for everybody in the world, including us. The whole world came to a grinding halt because of this pandemic. When it was announced in March that we are going in for shutdown, all the countries went into shutdown, so did we. When we went into shutdown, we were working at 100% capacity, and there were about 1,200 people living inside our labor colonies in the unit. During these trying times, we made sure that all the 1,200 people in the unit were taken care of, be it their food, their health, their activities. We made sure that nobody faced any challenge. As a result, when we restarted, I think somewhere in April, we just had to say that, okay, we are starting tomorrow. And the result was that we reached 100% efficiency the very next day of our plants, thanks to the Arisudana employees who rose to the occasion, and we were up and running at simply when we wanted, which was a huge blessing to us and to the entire Arisudana team.
In total, we have more than 100 Trützschler machines. In the blow room segment, we have more than 10 lines of Trützschler blow rooms, ranging from the BOEs to the latest Blendomat lines. Besides this, we have about 58 cards, ranging from the earlier TC03s imported from Germany to the current units of TC10. And in the draw frames, we have the TD7s, we have 4 TD7s, then we have the TD9Ts, the breaker draw frames, we have 16 of those, and we have the finisher draw frames from TD3, TD8, TD10, We have 29 of those. It is widely known that air-jet spinning machines need the best quality fibers and slivers. For that reason, they are also called fiber testing machines, because anything inferior in the fiber is not tolerated by these machines. And to run these machines, Trützschler technology has helped us immensely. We haven't faced any running difficulty in our machines due to the superior quality of sliver provided by these machines. Besides the quality, the machines are also, they don't demand a lot of maintenance, as well as are cost effective. Also, one fact I would like to add here is that besides all these things, working with Truetzschler has never been difficult. They have always been like part of the Arisudana family, and we have been part of the Truetzschler family. And it's been a good journey, and it feels like we're working as a team and not as buyers and suppliers.
Siddharth, I wanted to add that when I started my affair, I call it an affair with Trützschler in 2002, and then I went in for expansion in 2004, and they told me to go ahead with the TC03 cards, which they were going to supply us from Germany because they weren't manufacturing it in India at that time. My entire conversation with various people, they said that this card TC03 won't work for synthetics. You will be committing a mistake with triple Licrin. You will be committing a mistake. But I went ahead with assurance from Trützschler that, sir, we will take care. And I went ahead, rest is history. After that, I think probably Trützschler's TC30 card was the first card in Arisudana which started working on synthetic, and it performed fantastically, so much so that even to date, 16 years ago, when I set up this card, it's still running and doing fantastic work.
Yes, I agree. This is really something that has given us a lot of confidence, because when you conceive new plans with them, once they put their stamp on it, there is actually no doubt that that system is going to work or not going to work. It will work.
I remember I used to joke with the Trützschler people that give me a machine which I can put at home in my drawing room, because I like their engineering and aesthetics so much that I used to tell I want to put one at home.
This year, because of the pandemic, we have learned that technology is going to play a big part even in the governance of a manufacturing unit, because these trying times, we had to run our factory without our presence. So in that light, we have decided to go in for as much digitization as is possible. For the ring spinning, we have gone in for the ring data system this year, and for all our preparatory machines of Trützschler, we have gone for the latest T data system, which will give us all the data online.
Even to me, sometimes my plans sound a bit daring and overreaching. But I have learned that if you have identified a good product and you give it your 100%, you can make it a success. This happened with me in air-jet spinning. Air-jet alone, I started with 1 ton per day, and today I am doing, out of the 80 tons per day, we are doing 60 tons of air-jet yarns. Going forward, with support of Reliance and Trützschler and Murata, we hope to take this up to 100 tons per day, as this is a yarn of the future, I believe.